What's up guys, MoneyManD here back with a video. Today we're doing a Dansco coin album fill, and this is going to be album fill number 4. So got 3 really cool coins for you today. Hold on, let me move some stuff out of the way. There we go. Alright, so first coin is a penny. This is the Indian headset penny, and this specific one is from 1890. Now, the Indian headset pennies predate the Lincoln cents. This is the design beforehand. They were made, let's see, from 1859 to 1909. 1859 is a one-year type. It's like copper nickel with a laurel wreath, which we don't have. I do have, not this episode. Indian head 1860 to 64 is copper nickel, but with oak wreath, which is the same one now. And then in 64, certain 64s are copper nickel, some of them are bronze, and then the other ones are bronze with oak wreath, and they were made until 1909, which was the same year the Lincoln set was made. Key dates for these, probably any 50s or 60s are a little bit better. The 72, 77, the 08S and the 09S. 09S is very, very rare. It's the rarest one, I believe. But 08S, 09S are the only two with San Francisco. So if you look on the back and see San Francisco, definitely pick up that coin if it's just like in a regular bin. And no matter what the condition is, it's definitely worth more than like a buck or two, because these usually go for about a buck or two, maybe a little bit under. So a really cool coin here, United States of America. It's got, and then we got Lady Liberty, and this is the year. Does this want to come out? All right. And there is the oak wreath with the shield. Pretty cool. And we got 1 cent in the back, and the mint mark would be right about here in the bottom, and right about there. If we were, if this did have a mint mark. Unfortunately, I did not have anyone with a mint mark because, again, there's only 2 years, and they're pretty rare. But this is really good condition for 1890. Usually these have like G4. This is probably a little bit better. This is the 6, 8, 10, maybe 5, maybe 80. Very good. I don't know. Not too good with this. You can't see Liberty, so it's probably not that high. They're very good or very good. Coin, again, these are billion. I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of millions, not billions of them. And then, like I said, there's 3 types of Indian heads. And this is the last one that they made. And then I'll have to fill the next soon episodes. I will be filling the other ones. I usually stick with like one like penny or smaller denomination, a nickel, and then like a silver coin. But there's a lot more silver coins than there are pennies and nickels. So, like last episode, I had a penny. It wasn't really copper, but I had a penny. And I had 2 silver because I didn't have an extra nickel. All right. So I'm placing this one in. I just gotta make sure it's perfect. When I want to put it in, it's perfect. Alright. So, there we go. That coin is just about in. It's giving me a little bit of problems. That coin is just about in. Alright, nice. There you go. And that is the first small cent, the first type. And that's not the first year, but the Indian head, actually not the first. Indian head was the second small cent. The first small cent was a flying eagle, and then it switched over to the Indian head. So really cool. Next coin, I'll have to take out the flip to put it in the album, but still a really cool coin. This is a V nickel. This is, so we have the Jefferson nickel today, Buffalo nickel beforehand. This is even before then. These were made, let's see, from 1883 to 1912. 1883 is either with cents, which we'll get to in a minute, either cents or no cents designs. And this was made, and there's only, the last year, 1912, they did have mint marks on it. D and S. D is a little bit more rare, it's worth slightly more. S is very rare. So if it's a mint mark, pick it up. If it's the same price as the other ones, it's not too expensive. Again, these are about a buck or two, nickel coin. We got Lady Liberty on the front, bunch of stars. 1902 is the date. But the key dates, 1880s, 1886, 87, 94, I think, and then those 12s definitely with the mint mark. And then we have United States of America. This one is unfortunately very wide. I don't really have a good example of one. But there's the V, as you see, because this is 5 cents. And then you see how it says cents at the bottom. The first year they made them, some of them do not have cents. Some of them do have cents. But the problem was that people were gold plating them and passing as $5 gold coins. Because $5 gold coins were about the same size, I would say, close to the same size, and new design, and people don't know really anything about new design in the general public, so you can take 5 cents and make it worth a nickel. So, or sorry, take 5 cents and make it be worth $5, 100 times increase, which is a really good. $5 back in 1900, back in 1883 was a lot of money. It's probably like a weekly salary, maybe somewhere around a weekly salary, which is crazy. So imagine turning a nickel, which, you know, not that much, still a lot, to like a crazy amount of money. So this is this coin, and the mint mark would be right below that dot right there if it had a D or an S. And again, it was only the last year where they had that. So I will be back in a minute to break this out of its flip, and then I'll put it in the album. I hope to get a slightly nicer condition one in the future. I mean, this is just what it's going to do for now, but I do hope to get a nicer one in the future, and I'll be back in just a second. There is a quick look at it before I put it in album. Nothing crazy, very bad condition. Good condition, 8, probably just G4 condition, really bad. Condition, like I said, I hope I get a little bit of a nicer one. I will say, well, spoiler, I do really like the 1883 one that I have without the cents. Is a really nice one. Not really nice, like mint state, but it's a little bit nicer than this one. I haven't even looked at it under a microscope, so I couldn't tell you, but I will say it's, I can't get an exact grade, but I will say it's a really nice condition coin compared to this one. And yeah, so at least we'll have one nice V nickel. Alright, so let's place that one in. Okay, it's crooked. Again. There we go. There is the nickel right in there. Alright, cool. One more coin to show you today. Silver coin. Interesting coin. It is a $50. This is 90% silver. This is the Benjamin Franklin $50. Liberty at the top. Benjamin Franklin. This is a 1963. They made these from 1948 to 1963. This is right before the Kennedy $50. This was made. This is going to be probably made until today. You know, not in silver, of course. But you know, since Kennedy was assassinated, they put him on the $50. So we have In God We Trust the bottom. Really nice. You know, Benjamin Franklin was not a president, but he was really important founding father. So really cool. And these are not rare. I don't think there's really any key dates. And this one is in Philadelphia. The mint mark would be right above the bell. United States of America. This is a nice one, like AU condition or so. Then we have that Liberty Bell. E pluribus unum. I like that nice eagle right there. That's pretty cool. And then we have $50. Really cool. And the bell, that crack is supposed to be there. That is a natural crack in the Liberty Bell. And then there's some writing in there. In nicer conditions, you'll be able to kind of make out a little bit of the writing. And then there is a full bell lines designation. So if the lines are complete on the bottom, which they of course are not, you have to be like MS63 or above just to get them. But this is nice coin. Pretty good condition. These are, you can either find these either really worn or okay condition, like AU. They're not, they don't really have too much of a premium compared to a another one like a JFK or whatever. JFK $50. Right. Let's take that. Good. All right. Franklin, and this is right after the Liberty Walking, Walking Liberty $50. So this is right after, because I mean a year after, and in between Walking Liberty and the JFK $50. It's a pretty short series, only 15 years though, but like all the three mints made them. Again, not a rare coin, pretty common coin. I mean, it's silver, which is nice, but yeah, 90%. They're all 90%. And yeah. All right. Let's take the gloves off, and then we'll give you that last look at that. Really cool. I'm going to have the JFK one in there soon. And I have a nice 64 silver one. Yeah, pretty cool. As you can see, right there. Really nice. So let's see. Let's just kind of do a little bit of a check since I have it here. Half cents, I have one of them. I'm gonna get some more. Same thing with large cents. I have two of them. Get some more. Small cents, I have every single small cent. Just gotta put them in. I'm missing a 3-cent nickel. You need to get that soon. I don't have any half dimes. I have every single nickel except the variety one Buffalo. You can get one. Those is not too common. I mean, not too rare. I do need I need the capped bust dime. Variety 2. I need a Liberty seated with arrows, a Liberty seated with legends. And that's it for dimes. And of course, I'm waiting on the I'm waiting on the 2026 penny and 2026 nickel and 2026 dime, as well as a quarter and a half. 20-cent piece I don't have. Missing every early quarter. Definitely also missing the early half dollars and early dollars. And then that's basically it. So missing a little bit, but I'm working hard on that, getting new stuff all the time, so I can complete this album. That's the goal. It's taking me a few years, but complete this album. Hope you guys enjoy my journey. And yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below your thoughts or any advice, any ideas for future videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.